Hey squad, and welcome to episode 13 of your Runna yoga series with me, Lewis. Now, the next 30 minutes is all about building strength and endurance for your long distance running in particular. We're going to be working through the legs, the hips, and the core stability through this next sequence, and I promise you it will get spicy, so do lock in. Come into an easy seated position when you're ready to. Crossing the legs if that feels comfortable doing so, or of course keep a looser wrap. Bringing your hands to rest on the thighs, or of course, hands on the knees. Shoulder blades relax back and down, stay nice and tall as you can. And bring your awareness to your breath, noticing the slowing down of the heart rate as you do. Try not to fidget or scratch. Just allowing yourself to quieten the outside noise, the distractions around the room. Just locking in and tuning in to what's happening internally. Taking one last deep breath here. And exhale, blink the eyes open. Now, of course, you can roll over the knees or, of course, swing the feet around to the side and bringing the hands under shoulders, coming into a tabletop. So you've had that transition quite a few times. Hopefully, you're comfortable with either or now. In your own time, start to move through some cat and cows. Take a big exhale around the back, tucking tailbone underneath you. Inhale, draw shoulders together, lift the chest. And exhale, moving at the tempo of your own body, your own breath. And find your way between big spinal flexion, shoulders rounded, tailbone tucked, and spinal extension as you lift the gaze. Good. Last one together, tucking toes underneath the feet on your next inhale. And exhale, pressing hips up and back. Find downwards facing dog. Bend the knees, straight on the opposite leg. And have a little stretch down the back of that hamstring into the calves. Keep the knees as bent as you need here. We're going to start to walk the feet in towards the backs of the wrists. Let go of the head. Let go of the neck. Let go of the shoulders. Let everything hang super heavy here. Shake the head no. Let it go of any tension. Nod the head yes to. Sway the torso side to side through your ragdoll. And in your own time, releasing those arms. Slowly begin to root down through the soles of the feet as you rise, roll up through each vertebrae, each disc, stack, stack, stack. Allow gravity to pull the shoulder blades down naturally. Lift the chin away from the chest and find your mountain pose, Tadasana. Turn palms to face forward, bringing big toes together, heels slightly apart. Bring your awareness back to your breath. In your own time, blink the eyes open, moving through your modified sun salutation A, or in Sanskrit, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, draw arms alongside the ears, bringing palms to touch, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge at the hips to forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to lift and lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, planting hands shoulder width apart, step, jump or float your way back through your Chaturanga Dandasana, elbows tight to body, and inhale, broaden through the collarbones, press through tops of hands and feet, find Urdhva Mukha or upwards facing dog. Exhale, bring the hips up and back, find downwards facing dog. Really start to inhale deeply, expand through the belly. Exhale, contract navel in towards the spine. Inhale, spreading the fingers. Exhale, press the hands into the mat, lengthen through the shoulders, lengthen through the spine. And inhale, take a look at where your head is, softly bend the knees. Exhale to step, jump or float your way forwards. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, forward fold, chest towards the thighs. Inhale, sweep arms out to sides or in front of you, finding that upwards facing prayer. And exhale, take a forward fold straight back in. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step, jump or float your way back. Exhale, bend the elbows, find your way through your back bend. Option for upwards facing as we did, or cobra. And exhale, find downwards facing dog. Good. Staying here for 3 breaths. Inhale 1. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhale, bend the knees. Take a look at the top edge of your mat. Softly bend the knees. Exhale, step, jump, or float your way forwards. Good. Inhale to lift halfway. And exhale to release. So forward fold. Inhale, sweep arms alongside the ears. Bring your palms to touch. Gaze at the fingertips. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Coming back to your breath. Coming back to the intention today. Beautiful. Your next inhale, yogis, bend the knees, sit back into your chair pose. Options to bring palms to touch, maybe hands or arms alongside the ears. If that doesn't work for your shoulders today, maybe you separate those hands shoulder width apart, or of course, reach further forwards. As I like to remind us, not all of our bodies are built the same, so maybe you have to bring the feet hip width apart to feel more rooted in your chair pose. But from wherever you are, try and lengthen down through the tailbone there as you bend the knees a little bit lower. Beautiful. If you are practicing with feet together, try to rock onto the toes, lift the heels, think about those running mechanics. Stability through the ankle, through the knee, through the hip, loading into those calves, into those quads. And when you're ready to exhale, forward fold. Lovely. Find the vinyasa first. So let's inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Find your transitions back through your back bend. And into downward facing dog. Of course, the reminder is there. You can skip a downward dog at any point if you wish. There's no magic number. Sorry, you can skip a vinyasa at any point. There's no magic number of vinyasas that will allow us to become enlightened yogis, unfortunately. And in your next inhale, right leg lifts up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Ground down for your left heel. Inhale, find warrior one. Arms alongside the ears. Beautiful. Try and square the pelvis. So right hip pulls back, left hip forwards. If you need to, take your right foot to the outer edge of your mat. Really try and press into the outside edge of the foot. And of course, right knee stacked above the ankle, rounding down through the outer edge of the left foot there too. Wrapping elbows in, fingertips tucking in. Take up as much real estate on your mat as you can. Hey yogis, you're a warrior in this pose. So be strong, be rooted, be firm. And then you're ready to exhale, release the arms in line with the shoulders. If you took that right foot wide, walk it back so that right heel is now in line with the arch of the left foot. Keeping the left leg straight so you're rotating to the outside edges of both feet. Make sure you can see that right big toe inside the knee. Tuck tailbone if you're stuck in your bum out. Again, looks great on Instagram, but not great in a yoga class. So tuck the tailbone. And just make sure armpits are above the hips. You're not leaning too far forwards or backwards. Those are our setup points or our checkpoints for our yoga, for our alignment, in your warrior two in yoga. Good. In your own time, begin to inhale, lean the torso forward. Flip the front palm, exhale, take it up and back. Reverse your warrior. Think about lengthening through the side body here. Maybe left arm comes down to the outside of that shin. Option for it to reach around and grab internal hip. All right, think length through the lats. Looking up towards that right baby finger. Good, and your inhale coming back and over into your extended side angle. So right arm down to inner thigh, Inhale, left arm reaches down, sweeps forwards, reaches around to the side of the room. So there's one long line of energy from left fingertips to left heel. If you're feeling open, right hand comes down to inner ankle. Feel super open today. Half bind for those of you with a regular practice. Reach for the crease of that hip. Or of course, if we're trying to build some real heat today, maybe we come into a more challenging full bind, okay? Reaching for the opposite fingertips or grab hold of the outside of the wrist. Beautiful. Taking one last breath here. And exhale to release the hands, release the back knee down. Come into a low lunge for me, yogis. Knee stacked above the ankle. Preparing for some balance here. Inhale, arms alongside the ears. And exhale, hands to heart center. Start to press into that standing leg, that right leg. Keeping both hip bones square for me. Inhale, find your crescent lunge once again. Take 2 deep breaths here. This time, inhale, grow tall. Shift the weight into that right leg. Exhale, come into your warrior 3. Hands at heart center. Of course, hands come out to side if you wish. From warrior 3, keep a straight line from head to heel here. Standing leg is strong. Both hip bones point towards the ground. And in your own time, exhale to release the hands, release the foot down. Beautiful. Inhale to lift, engage the back body. Exhale to forward fold. Notice the heat in that standing leg, the right one that you were just working. Any sensations there, how that may differ to the other side. Just notice and acknowledge. No need to label or call them, think about them as good, bad, or indifferent. Just observe the difference. Beautiful, good. From here, come into standing. Inhale, arms alongside the ears. Bring palm to touch. Exhale, bring hands to heart center in a prayer. Thumbs press against the sternum. Come into a standing figure 4. So weight on the right leg. Lift the ball of the heel of the left foot off the ground. Take the ankle across the knee and start to sit back into the hip of the right leg. Options to stay here. Options to release the hands down to ground. Maybe you bend that standing leg a bit more. Options to take a twist if it's in your practice. Again, these things are just invitations. There's no need to take every option that I give you. Some friends might even have forearm balances here, which we won't start to demonstrate to confuse anyone. But again, if it's in your practice, feel free to go for it. And as you exhale, release that rotation. Release the left foot down. Beautiful. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Stepping, jumping or floating your way back through your vinyasa. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downwards facing dog. Just noticing sensations through the right side. Observing how much space or how much activity is taking place in that right side. And as we inhale, left leg reaches up this time. Exhale, left foot steps between the hands. Inhale, coming up through that high lunge and release the right heel down, find warrior 1. So again, alignment, left heel to right heel alignment, squaring the pelvis. If that doesn't work for your hips today, take that left foot slightly wider as you pull left hip back, drive right hip forward. So both hip bones should point forwards like a headlights of a car. And if you haven't already, inhale, arms alongside the ears. Soften shoulders away from the ears. Energy reaching up through the fingertips. Again, open through the hips. Lift the upper back and shoulders. And exhale, find warrior 2. If you adjusted the feet, walk that front foot to the center of your mat. Soften the shoulders. Remember the alignment cues I gave you the last time we were here. Beautiful, lovely. Last deep inhale. Yeah, when you're ready to inhale, lean the torso forwards, flip the front palm. Exhale to reverse your warrior. Right hand slides on the back of the straight leg. If you did on the other side, you're curious to explore it. Maybe that right fingertip reaches for the left hip. Bring the left shoulder away from the ear so we're engaged through that lat. Release on your exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, left forearm down to inner thigh. Right arm sweeps down, forwards and rotates. Option to release the left hand down to the inner ankle. Beautiful. Release the shoulder away from the ear for me so we're engaged through that lat again. Start to find that long line of energy. Right fingertips to right heel, sorry. If you took the bind or the half bind on the other side, here's what it looks like. Reach for the fingertips. You can clasp the hand or reach for the wrist and try to pull the chest open. Beautiful. On your next breath, release. Start to press your way back up into your warrior 2. Okay, no, I'll go back from that pose again. Last breath, if you have the bind, start to think about releasing the bind. And in your own time, exhale, release the hands, turn on the back foot, release the back knee. Coming into your lunge now, all right? I know it's spicy in that standing leg. Let's stay with the breath, stay with the intention. Inhale, arms alongside the ears. Good. Exhale, hands to heart center. Think about pushing through the sole of your left foot as you tuck the right toes under. Come up into that high or crescent lunge. Taking 2 deep breaths, wrapping the shoulders in so they're engaged. Baby finger turns in.
Beautiful. Your next inhale, shift your weight forward, hands come to heart center. Exhale, kick into that right foot. Foot is in line with the hip. Hip is in line with the shoulder. Shoulder is in line with the head, okay? Hands can stay at heart center. If you have that balance, engage on something in the room that is not moving. Here for 2 more breaths. Exhale to release. Woo. Spicy on that standing leg. I don't know about you guys. Beautiful. Inhale to lift halfway. Engage through the back and shoulders. Exhale to empty and fold. Release. Good. Inhale, sweep arms alongside the ears. Bring palms to touch. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Right. Starting to find our way into our standing figure 4 on the other side. Weight shifts onto the left foot. Lift the heel of the right. Taking a right heel across the left knee. Keep chest proud, keep spine long as you sit back into that left hip. Good. If you took the rotation on the other side, bend into that left knee. Hands come down, shoulder width apart. Right elbow supports that left knee. And then use that as a fulcrum so we can twist and open through the spine, through the shoulders, through the chest. And exhale to release. Lovely. Gently begin to untuck the right toe off of the hip, off of the knee, ankle off of the knee, and release hands down to a forward fold. Making your way back as you need to. Maybe you can step, jump, or float your way back, but we'll transition through one vinyasa. And instead of going into downward facing dog, I want you to just shift your hips back to heels to find a child's pose. Taking 2 deep breaths here. Begin to slide or swan dive your chest across the floor and release the hips down. Heading into your locust pose. First variation, nice and simply. Just going to reach the arms alongside the body here, palms facing down. Start to press through the belly, engage through the back, engage through the glutes, and lift the shoulders, lift the hands, lift the chest, and lift the feet. Good. For your locust, hold it for 3, 2, and release on 1. Good. This time we're going to bring those arms alongside the ears, reaching fingertips forward. Inhale, lift. 3 breaths. Can you lift any higher? And exhale to release. Beautiful. Yogi, that was nice and active. Let's roll it onto our backs here. Staying with the glute engagement, all right? We'll keep our feet beneath our knees to begin with. Setting up for your bridge with your soles of your feet flat beneath the knees. As you inhale, begin to lift the hips. Find that straight line between the shoulders, the hips, and the knees. And then lower down. We'll go for 3 here. Good. Inhale, push through the heels. Lift the hips. Straight line between shoulders, hips, and knees. Exhale to release down. Last one. Inhale, push through the soles of the feet. Lift the hips. Engage glutes like you're cracking a walnut between those cheeks. And exhale to lower down. Lovely. Release those legs. Inhale, lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. Interlace the fingers at the base of that right leg. Start to gently draw that right leg towards your body. Maybe you start to rotate through the ankle to feel that stretch there too. Lovely. In your own time, taking that right ankle across the left knee, reaching through the gap to grab hold of the back of the left thigh this time. Shoulders pulled down towards the earth. Keep the lower back and hips down there too. If you're not quite feeling it in that right hip, start to press the elbow or the forearm into that right knee or inner thigh to take that knee wider. Good. Keep gently pulling left thigh into the body. Excellent. Taking one last breath. And releasing the arms in line with the shoulders here. Option to gently wrap that right knee over left, or just keep knees together if that feels better for you today. Shuffle the hips towards your right. Allow the knees to fall towards your left. Take your gaze over towards the right arm, or of course, close the eyes and release into the rotation.
Surrender into the pose with each exhale. Slowly begin to guide your knees back through to center. Take your gaze back to center and repeat on the other side. In your own time, inhale, left leg reaches up towards the ceiling. Interlace the fingers at the base of that left leg. Keep hugging that left thigh in until you feel that gentle pull in the back of the straight leg or the upper thigh. And start to rotate the ankle here. Bring some movement through the ankles. In your own time, bending the left ankle across the right knee. Gently begin to reach through the gap. Grab hold of the back of the right thigh. Again, shoulder blades pull back and down so they're pinned to the earth. Invitation to use the left elbow to press the knee wide, press the hip open. In your own time, release the arms in line with the shoulders. Create that big letter T shape. Option if you did on the other side to wrap left knee over right like you're sat on a chair, crossing your legs. Otherwise, bring knees together, shuffle the legs to right, and allow knees to fall towards your right. Take your gaze over to that left arm, and for the very last time, just begin to let go, surrendering into your twist. Good. In your own time, guide your knees back to center. Take your gaze up to the top of this room again. This time finding happy baby, bringing both knees in towards the armpits, grabbing hold of the outside edges of the feet, or maybe peace fingers grab around the toes. For your last pose of the day, feeling born again, brand new, like a baby, happy baby that is. Maybe you're smiling, that's a good look. From there, when you're ready to, you're just going to think about bringing soles of the feet together and releasing those soles of the feet to the earth. That invitation to stay here with the knees falling to the outside edges of your mat. Take a few moments to breathe, take a few moments to pause here, go into your meditation. Or of course, begin to straighten those legs to the top edge of your mat, find Shavasana, and we'll bring this practice to a close together. So just notice the breath, releasing any tension in the body. Begin to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Begin to rotate the wrists, rotate the ankles. Inhale, reach arms alongside the ears. Take a big morning yawn. Stretch from toes to fingertips. As you exhale, release, curling up into a little ball here. Knees come into chest. Hands make a pillow for the head. Lovely. In your own time, keeping eyes closed, pressing your way up into seated. With legs crossed, sitting tall as you can. Relaxing shoulder blades down, away from the ears. Just resting those hands on the thighs. Inhale to lift shoulders by the ears and exhale to sigh it all out. Yogis, blink the eyes open, bring hands to heart center. And thank you for trusting me to lead you through this practice. I hope you're feeling energized and aligned in your body. And I look forward to practicing with you again. Peace.